Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to try out two fragrances from the house of Afnan. Now I felt like these were some of their latest releases, but when I actually looked them up on Fragrantica, they were released in 2022, so I don't know. But basically they are new to me. I haven't tried them before and I haven't seen them online for a long time, at least where I live. So yeah, today I want to try two fragrances from the 9 collection. I don't know how it's called. Basically the 9 a.m. for women and the 9 p.m. for women. So yes, I want to start with 9 a.m. Now I was very happy honestly when I saw that Vivantis carries now even more samples of Afnan fragrances. I bought a bunch of decants, basically a lot for men, some unisex fragrances, some for women, because I was really interested to try. Now I know I'm getting a bit sidetracked, but I was really interested to try fragrances from the Supremacy line and I got a lot of questions on them. So yes, in the next few videos expect to see a lot more Afnan fragrances or fragrance reviews on my channel. Now this one is a very interesting fragrance. I do like it, first of all. So when I smelled it for the first time, it made me think of 3 other fragrances. Basically, to my nose, I will let you know what it reminds me of, and then I will let you know how it smells, what are the notes and everything like that. But to my nose, this is like a fusion between My Way by Giorgio Armani with something from Kayali's Utopia Coco Vanilla 28. No, I think I'm mixing the names. Utopia Coco. I don't remember the name exactly, but basically it has that suntan lotion-esque feel. You have it here as well with something. The citrus accord is the same citrus accord that they used in La Fleur Bouquet by Afnan, which is an inspiration of Fleur Narcotique by Ex Nihilo. So yeah, it's a very beautiful fragrance. It's a very feminine fragrance. It's a fragrance for the summertime. It's a fragrance that you don't have to think twice about wearing it. Now let me actually spray it and I will let you know how it smells. Yeah, see, it opens up with a very beautiful citrus accord. Now the citrus accord here, it's not bitter, it's not refreshing. I would say it's slightly sparkling, sweet and effervescent. I detect here a lot of bergamot, but the kind of bergamot that you have in Voce Viva, that like soft sparkling bergamot, you know, not the overly citrusy one. With a beautiful sweet like orange, mandarin orange type of smell. Again, it's quite cold, it's quite sparkling, it's quite effervescent, but it's a very beautiful and it's a very feminine citrus accord, I would say. Closely followed behind some creamy white florals. Now, as this fragrance starts to develop on the skin, it gets creamier, denser, richer, rounder, and tuberose starts to shine more. But I would say in the opening, the white floral that shines the most is jasmine. Sorry, my brain just went like, I don't know. So you have basically this beautiful, sweet, sparkling, effervescent citrus accord, closely followed by a creamy white floral accord. Now, in the opening, I get more jasmine. The jasmine here, it's quite clean, bright and airy, but I would say as this fragrance starts to develop on the skin, I get lots and lots of tuberose. Not a granny tuberose, not a bubblegum tuberose, not a green tuberose, but a very creamy, even almost like buttery tuberose in a way. But I would say the tuberose here, it's quite modern, but you do have to appreciate white florals to appreciate this fragrance, so keep this in mind. Now, all this on a base of something that smells like suntan lotion, you know, so it has this like suntan lotion, creamy, lactonic type of feel in the background that adds a very beautiful depth to the fragrance, that adds a very beautiful richness and complexity. This fragrance is not a faint fragrance, even though it's quite easy to enjoy, but it has a presence in a sense, you know. This fragrance, people around you will notice it on you. And also something that I really like about this, it's so easy to enjoy. It's feminine, it's effortless, it's quite sophisticated, but it has something very delicate about it as well. It has sweetness, it is sweet, but the sweetness, I would say, it's not a gourmand sweetness. It's more of an elegant sweetness. It's the type of sweet fragrance that will work on a woman, let's just say, even when she dresses more elegant, even when she wants to, let's just say, exude this elegance about her, you know. It's not like a youthful kind of sweetness in a way. Yeah, see, and also It's very interesting because on one hand, like I've mentioned, you have the citrus accord that's quite cold in a sense. It reminds me, like I've mentioned, of Voce Viva, but only the citrus accord of Voce Viva and of La Flor Bouquet. Yeah, the other fragrance if you've tried it. It's the same delicate yet effervescent, sparkling but sweet citrus accord in a sense. Very beautiful, and it's not, the citrus accord is not too citrusy. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of citrusy fragrances in general. I love to eat citruses, I love to smell them, but I can't say that I'm the biggest fan when it comes to wearing them as like a fragrance. Even though I know people in the summertime or like in high heat, they love citrusy fragrances because it energizes you, you know, it like cuts through the heat in a way, you know, so yeah. But the citrus here, I would say it's balanced. So like I've mentioned, on one hand you have that citrusy accord that's quite cold, and then you have that like creamy suntan lotion vibe that gets warmer and denser and richer as this fragrance starts to develop on the skin. So you have this like warm and cold facet, or like warm and cold contrast, that it's very interesting, and it's a nice touch overall. And also I would say from time to time I do detect a slight peachy undertone. Now there's no peach listed, but to me it smells like peach iced tea or something like this in the background. What I think Afnan does, I think they have their accords and they mix them, match them, because the citrus accord and this like peachy iced tea undertone, I remember I got it as well in La Flor Bouquet, but I love this type of accord that they used here. Very easy to enjoy, perfect for warm weather, perfect for the sun, perfect for daytime, works amazing during the night time. So yes, overall I do enjoy this fragrance. I think it's a great fragrance. If you had this one on your wish list, why not get a sample, get a decant, test it for yourself and see if you enjoy it. Personally I do. And also I was not expecting to like this kind of fragrances because I don't know, I was never drawn to sweet citruses in fragrances. I was never drawn to this like creamy suntan lotion undertone, you know? But I feel like for the summertime it works amazing. Now, honestly, to me, when I smell this, maybe it's because of the citruses used here, maybe it's because of the orange or like mandarin orange, maybe it's because of the peachy undertones, but it makes me think of Soirée Dahab. But imagine if you have tried Soirée Dahab, now they don't smell alike. I'm not saying that they smell alike because they definitely don't, but imagine like if you take Soirée Dahab and you want to make it more upscale, more elevated, more sophisticated, more elegant and more classy in a way. So yeah, I feel like then you have 9 a.m. for women. So yeah, now in terms of performance, I got around 5 hours on my skin. I have to be very honest, I didn't do like a proper wear test for this fragrance, like spraying it everywhere and then timing everything. No, I just tried them on my skin for a few times and I'm here filming the video, but the performance is decent. Look, I would say if you like fragrances like, hold on. Okay, so I would say if you like fragrances like Voce Viva by Valentino, Amirat El Arab by Asdaf, Fakhar for Women by Lattafa, what else? Let me think. Utopia Vanilla Coco. I think it's called Utopia Vanilla Coco by Kayali. La Flor Bouquet by Afnan. If you overall enjoy this like sweet citruses combined, but not sweet citruses like Amber Oud Gold Edition by Al Haramain. No, that's like a whole different level of sweetness. I'm talking about sweet citruses done in a very elegant and effortless way, mixed with some white florals and with this like creamy suntan lotion vibe. Then you will most definitely enjoy this fragrance a lot. So yes, those were my thoughts about this fragrance. To me it leans very feminine, but as always, if you're a man and you enjoy this fragrance, like rock it, don't give two damns about what gender is it marketed towards. So yeah, what else to tell you? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's move on to the next fragrance. Okay, so this next fragrance, this is the 9 p.m. for Women from Afnan. Now this one, see, yeah, I have mixed feelings about this fragrance, but I have mixed feelings about this fragrance because I had basically this smells very similar to Lattafa's Bade'e al Oud Amethyst, and I don't enjoy that fragrance. And the first few times I have tried that fragrance, it left a very bad impression on me. So now when I smell this fragrance, I automatically think of the other fragrance. So yeah, but keep in mind I'm biased when I say that I'm not the biggest fan of this one, even though sometimes I do like it, but it has this like love-hate relationship with it in a sense, you know, that like toxic love-hate relationship. Yeah. Okay, so here are the notes for this fragrance. Let me apply it on my skin. Look, can I just say that when I smell it from here, to me, you know what it smells like? It smells like purple gummy bears from Haribo mixed with the smell of cranberry juice. Yeah, it smells purple. It smells like red fruits and gummy bears. So yeah, if that sounds like something you enjoy, see, this is definitely much more projecting than the previous one. Even now when I sprayed it, it like fills up my nostrils. Yeah, see, yeah, but I think I have this like mixed feelings about this fragrance because of me in a way, not because the fragrance itself it's bad. Now, what can I tell you for sure? It's better compared to Bade'a al Oud Amethyst, but I'm still not sure if I'm a fan of this scent profile. Now, what is my problem with this scent profile? This has a beautifully done rose accord. The rose here is sweet, with some like, to me it smells like a purple, like a fruity accord that looks purple, you know. You have the rose accord, you have this like sweet fruity accord, but sweet and tart, I think it's the word, or sour, like sweet and sour in a sense. You also have this like sweet sour bergamot, you have the smell of purple Haribo gummy bears, and you have the smell of cranberry juice. But what my problem is with this fragrance, it has two accords that to me it's almost like they don't belong here. It's, on one hand, you have this like very strong rich woody feel in the background. In the opening it's in the background, but as this fragrance starts to develop on the skin, as this starts to get closer to the dry down, even to the heart notes, I would say, it gets more forward, you know. Sometimes when I smell it, I smell the fruitiness, the rose, the sweetness, that like sweet tart sensation. Other times when I smell it, I smell the woody accord and then the fruity notes in the background and everything. And besides the woody accord, you also have, but this one I actually do enjoy it, I find it very like artistic in a way, you have something that smells green, slightly herbal and mentholated. And you get this hint all throughout. So if you were to like imagine how this fragrance smells, try to imagine the smell of purple gummy bears with the smell of cranberry juice. Add there in the mix a sweet rose accord, like a sweet pink rose accord. Add there in the mix that like sweet sour bergamot juice, the woody accord that I was telling you, and this like green mentholated sensation. And this is pretty much it to me. So yeah, I have to say I prefer it more than Bade'a al Oud Amethyst, but I still don't think it's a fragrance that I would personally reach for. I still don't think it's a fragrance that I would, again, I'm just talking about me here, like if you love this kind of fragrances, try it out because you might enjoy it, but I'm just telling about what I like in general. It's not a fragrance that I would see myself wearing. Look, it has something mysterious. It has something statement, like edgy, because of the woody accord and because of that like green mentholated sensation. It definitely has this like edgy vibe to it. Quite dark and mysterious because of the dark fruity accord here. And in a sense, playful, you know, it has this like playful feel to it. I have talked about the opening. Let me quickly mention how this one smells as it develops on the skin. Basically, I feel like 30 minutes in, the sweet sour bergamot completely fades away. You still have some, look, I don't know the difference exactly between sour and tart, but you still have that like cranberry juice, you know, like if you have ever smelled cranberry juice, you know that like it makes your mouth go like, you know, you have this here as well, but a little bit combined with that like gummy bear smell with the pink rose, but now the woody accord is very pronounced with that green mentholated feel. Now, I do think it's unique, I do think it's creative, I do think that it's not for everyone. Also, when I looked, basically I got these decants, and I think in the first day I have tried like half of them, and after I have tried them, I decided to look them up on Fragrantica and actually see the note breakdown. And I remember when I looked this fragrance up on Fragrantica, the note breakdown was so, how to say, like so complex and so like a bit of everything that I couldn't, like if you look at the notes breakdown and you try to imagine how this fragrance smells like, it's impossible. It has violet, it has some like dark green notes and accords, you have some fruity notes there, you have some like florals. you have a bit of everything there. But if you try to like close your eyes and imagine, you know, the smell of everything that I've told you, I think you will have a grasp, yeah, of how this smells like. Now, with this in mind, this is not a natural-esque type of smell. It's not like you go in nature and you get all these scents from here and there and you have your scent. It has a slight artificialness to the fragrance. It smells fake, but fake in a Barbie-esque type of fake. You know what I mean? In a fake that it's almost like they did it on purpose, you know? I hope you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, now when I smell it, I do like it. I think I would like this fragrance on someone else, not on me. But I think my problem, like legit my problem with this fragrance is that I had such a bad experience with Bade'e al Oud Amethyst by Lattafa that now every fragrance that reminds me of that fragrance, I'm like, no thank you, next, you know. So I feel like this is why I feel like I'm a bit undecisive about this fragrance. But to my nose, at least, it smells much better. Now, if you already have Bade'e al Oud, is it redundant to have both? Unless you want to have fragrances from the same scent family, then yes, it is redundant to have both. Now, you might ask yourself, what is the difference between these two? Well, to me, if you take that oud accord in Bade'e al Oud Amethyst that had that specific gasoline, rubbery, burnt tires type of smell, you take it out and you replace it here with this like rich woody accord and with something that's green and mentholated, then that's the difference. I feel like besides that, the rose is pretty similar, but also this is to me a tad fruitier in a way. But yeah, I haven't done like a full-on comparison, you know, just like from smelling them here and there. I haven't like actually sprayed one on this arm, one on the other arm. But if you're interested in seeing a comparison between these two fragrances, I could definitely do it in a future video, so let me know. Okay, so these were my thoughts about these fragrances, you guys. Quickly touching on the performance, this performs very well. Again, 5 to 6 hours on my skin. On clothes, I don't know, but judging by how it smells on its own, I do think it's the kind of fragrance that you will not have problems with the performance. I mean, considering how affordable these fragrances are, I think the performance is amazing. So yes, so this is pretty much what I wanted to say about these two fragrances. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget that I have an ongoing giveaway, so if you are based in the USA or Canada and you would like to, why not win a fragrance oil of your choice from Ibn Al Jiburi, then definitely check out that Instagram post, this Instagram post over here. Enter the giveaway. Why not? You might be the lucky winner, who knows. As always, if you want to take as always, if you want to tell me anything, please put it down below and I promise that I will get back to you. Follow me on Instagram if you want. But yeah, I will see you in my next video, you guys. But until then, thank you so much for watching and I want to wish you an amazing day wherever you are. Bye.